For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brianna Cobb, but I go by Brie. Um, I'm currently trying to establish myself as a book critic. To do that, I have to start out low on the totem pole, and um, I have to establish so many followers before it actually becomes an income-based job. Anyways, I am in college for my bachelor's degree in literature right now. I work 40 hours a week and then I go to school part-time online. So it's kind of hard for me to get time for myself, get away from work, get away from school, get away from everybody else. And anyways, the book that I'm currently talking about today is called Milk and Honey. It was published in 2014, little bit late, I know, but it's actually just become really popular. I bought it at Barnes and Noble, but I've been seeing pictures and stuff, and like people have taken pictures of poems from this book and posted them online as quotes. And you've probably seen it, but you just don't know what book it's from. But this woman, she's 25. She currently lives in Toronto, Canada. Yeah. But she's from India, a village in northern India. I would tell you what village, but I can't pronunciate it for anything. I should have looked it up and figured out the pronunciation first, but I also can't say her name. I will just show you what the front of the book looks like. I'm sure readers probably know what it is, but the book is amazing. She's a great writer. Her poems are very short. I think she also does her own illustration. She's a very creative person, but her book is it's about love, violence, sex, rape, all the stuff that she grew up in, she wrote about. It's about, facing the fact of what she went through and overcoming it. She talks a lot about her mom and her ancestors. Like, her mom went through all this stuff. Basically, she, from where she's from, she's Indian, Asian Indian, something like that. Anyways, from where she's from, women are seen as objects. A lot of women back in the day, before we established our rights, we were seen as objects as well. We were just there. But I think it's a lot worse in her country, especially since it was when she was 5 and it was still going on. I'm not really sure if it still goes on today, but it probably does. Women were married off as like pawns, and the men would take them on their wedding night. Basically, easiest way to explain it, on their wedding night, the woman is just supposed to lay there, and the man is supposed to do whatever he wants to. It's not for her pleasure, it's for his. She's just there to please the man, to cook, clean, take care of children, continue his lineage, because she doesn't matter. All about him. But her poems are amazing. They're straight to the point. It kind of punches you in the face, but I love it because, it can explain a lot of the stuff that young girls and guys too go through, like molestation, rape. There's a huge rape culture today that isn't being acknowledged. Girls are not talking about what they're going through, and neither, especially guys. Guys, if they are raped, they don't talk about it, but it still happens. And a lot of her poems are about rape. And I think one poem in her book talks about her uncle raping her and for her not to tell anybody else, which we all know that's not right. But it helps enlighten you about the situations and how other people feel. And it could also help for somebody else be like, hey, if she can write a book about what she's been through, I can go talk to somebody about this or tell one of my close friends or something, and they won't look at me any differently for it. And really, a lot of people will need to read this book, especially if you're into poetry. Poetry is amazing. I write it myself. And this woman has wrote about so many things: bad relationships, her relationship with her father, her relationship with her mother, and she had a hard time coming into this country because she came in when she was 5. Well, it's not even really our country. I guess it's Canada. I don't know. Geography is not my thing. Anyways, it is also written, she kind of wrote it in her style. Like, she took English and she took her native language, and she kind of just mixed it together. See, the difference between English language and her language is the way they write. They don't use any punctuation except for periods, and they write in all lowercase. There's no semicolons, there's no apostrophes, there's no commas. It's just periods and lowercase letters. So that's the difference, and she does write in all lowercase, and she only uses periods. It's the only punctuation she uses, which I think is really cool. And I also love the fact that she illustrated most of her own poems. Well, I mean, she illustrated like half of the poems in the book, but it's really a beautiful book. You just need to keep it on your nightstand. I mean, it's not going to take you long to read just because most of her poems are really short. Like, I will show you. Like, this one is one of my favorite ones. Obviously, that's why I wrote in it. But that's a short poem, right? I mean, most of these are all short poems. Some of them are long, a bit longer, but like these are long poems right here. These are, I think, the longest poems in this book. But she's a great writer, and she'll teach you a few things about life. And I just hope that you guys will go out and buy this book and read it for yourself, especially if you love to read like me. I'm a reader. I'm a writer. I love anything to do with books. Throw a book at me and I'll read it. That's just how I am. But especially if you're having trouble in life and you're trying to figure out a way to cope or anything else, reading is always a great way to escape reality and, live somebody else's life for a little while. But that was today's video, and hopefully you guys will like my videos, and as I go along, as I continue to make more videos, I'll be a little bit more myself. I'm not really in my element right now, but we'll see how this video goes, and if it works out, I will try to post more videos, read more books, more current books that just came out, obviously. Trial run. Thank you guys for watching. I'm posting this on YouTube, and I will share it on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you're watching this video, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and tell me how you feel about it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.